All right, from Pakistan, let's talk about China. Xi Jinping is being called out for his policies in Tibet once again, as China marks 2026 as the 75th anniversary of what it calls the peaceful liberation of Xizang, which is the Chinese name for Tibet. Members of the Tibetan community in exile in the North Indian state of Himachal Pradesh and the northeastern state of Meghalaya protested against China's newly introduced ethnic unity and progress law.
That's right. They also paid tribute to Tibetan independence activist Lobsang Rangden and Logba Rangden, as he was popularly called, who died after self-immolating outside the United Nations headquarters in July this year by shaving their heads.
In Himachal Pradesh, more than 50 Tibetans held a 24-hour hunger strike and they urged for an end to Chinese control over Tibet. The protest was organized by the regional Tibetan Women's Association in Shimla. It began at 4 p.m. on Tuesday this week and concluded at 4 p.m. on Wednesday.
We held this 24-hour hunger strike and have shaved our heads as a tribute to Lobga Rangzin, who set himself on fire in front of the United Nations to protest the ethnic laws China has imposed on Tibet.
Tibetan freedom activists say the protest had two primary objectives. One, opposing the law on ethnic unity, which the protesters allege threatens Tibetan language and culture, and two, commemorating Lobsang Rangzen.
They also called on the international organizations to pay greater attention to the Tibetan issue and concerns of the Tibetan community. This, remember, comes more than a month after reports showed how some Tibetans are embracing their culture within Tibet despite the new law. Meanwhile, the U.S. Senate has introduced a bill called the Assuring the Future of Tibet Act, which recognizes that Tibetan people themselves must decide their own future. The bill states that the Central Tibetan Administration represents the continuity of the government of the Tibetan people as established by the Dalai Lama.
The law has been widely criticized as a way to erode the rights of Tibetans and other minorities, and for the power that it gives Beijing to target anyone outside China as well. The Chinese government, however, has dismissed this ideological bias.